Okay, hello there ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Stage 9, Streets of Rage 4. And this, in my opinion, is the hardest chapter in the game. It's the White Tower. And it's bullshit. And as such, because of the way that this game is, I am going to give myself an extra life. Now the thing is, people will say... well, people might not say... Right, I'm going to justify it by saying this. This is the way it works in my opinion. Streets of Rage 2, the hardest levels, I would lose multiple lives and still not have a game over. Because I'd accrued enough by that stage in the earlier, easier levels. You can't accrue lives in this game. Even if you end a level with 4 lives, you'll start the next with 2. I don't like that. So, you know, you can't even lose 3 lives here on Streets of Rage 4 if you, by default, have no assist. But as you can see, you can add 1 life, score divided by 2, add 2 lives and 1 star, score divided by 4, add 3 lives and 2 stars, score divided by 10. So, I don't need 3 lives, 2 stars. I don't want to add any stars, because that is really changing the game up. But I'm adding a life because this level is absolutely insane. It's very long as well. And it's just genuinely not one of my favourites either. And for the first and only time, we are going to be listening to the 8-bit soundtrack. Because I think this is the credits music for Streets of Rage 2, but done in 8-bit. So I can actually really appreciate this. And yes, the floor is slippy here. And yes, this part of the game now is just ridiculous. Oh my lord, am I hungry? I only had some vegetable soup for my dinner today, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the way that I like to do it, you know, without a normal working life. People in a lockdown arena, or left to your own devices and able to eat what you want for your dinner. What do you do? Because the last 5 years, the old 9 to 5, I just take my own butties, have some crisps, and then have some fruit as well. Mixing the good and the bad, mainly. At home, I do the same. Like, vegetable soup, can't be a bit of vegetable soup, surely. But the next day, I'll have some French toast or some shit like that. Something a lot less healthy. It's all about mixing the good with the bad. It's all about the balance, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, there's a lot of kickboxers here. Jesus H. Christ, too many of them. And when they start blocking like that, you just gotta move out of the way and just... Oh, okay, again. Give them a bit of time. And here is one of the reasons I hate this chapter. You get multiple of these doucherinos. That move is possibly the most vulgar in the game. Look at them. They're putting up those defences. Do not take them head on when you see that. Yep, there's another one. Oh, there's a kickboxer. No, it's not over yet. Oh, there's another kickboxer. Oh, at least there won't be any more karate guys later. Phew, that's good. Voice of an angel. That's me. Oh, wait. There's another one. And a karate and a kickboxing guy. All them martial arts, though. New enemy incoming, and they're from Streets of Rage 3. There's not much influence of Streets of Rage 3 in this game, and for good reason. I know some people say it's really good, but for me, it's Streets of Rage 1 and 2 on crack, much worse, and with a lot of features that I just don't like. But these guys, I think, were in Streets of Rage 3, and I can appreciate them. You've obviously got to get out of the line of sight. And let's admit it, these cats look smooth as fuck. Did I just miss out on a turkey? Oh god. No, I didn't. Of course, in the classic Streets of Rage trilogy, oh my lord, there are quite a few elevators, and here is another one. As we can see, we've got a left and a right wall. They can be broken, and you can choose to break the windows quicker to get the enemies out, but of course you can be knocked out as well. Oh god, that has broke really quickly. And it was like I was saying earlier in the game, as Cherry just flies out there. That is fucking bullshit! Yeah, as I was saying before, oh, these fucking douches. Cherry doesn't really have a good move where she can do that to enemies, but obviously this guy does because he just launched me out. And now you're seeing why I took that extra life. This elevator is tough, and it's also unfair. I'd say it's unfair. Now both sides have been exposed. It's easier said than done to not destroy the windows, though. There's that extra life returned. Nice. Oh, that is nice. I think we've got a big bed incoming, have we? You fat bastard. Right, get him out at least. You know what? I think I could have possibly done this without the extra life. But it is what it is. And here is Max, ladies and gentlemen. He has been corrupted by the evil White Twins. The greatest story ever told in video games. Anyway. This guy is insane. He might be big. And you know how in Streets of Rage 2 he was really slow? Well, he isn't slow here. He's fast as fuck. For some reason he let me damage him for quite a long period of time there. So I'm just gonna go absolutely batshit insane and keep pummeling him. Wow. Wow, I don't think I've ever brought a melee weapon to this fight for whatever reason. But it really helps. Rock on! And if you look to the right somewhere, apparently you can see the musician Childish Gambino. And also there's quite a few other, as you'd expect, references to popular culture and old school 90s shit in this game. I don't know much about Mr. Childish Gambino. I've just heard him talk about how much he hates America and how much he, yeah, things like that, you know. And I don't think I'd appreciate his music. Well, there we go. Da-da-da. Chapter 9 is complete. And I would have had more than enough in the tank to do that, of course, without the extra life. As you can see, we get a lot less points. And we get the D rank. Give them the D. As we move to Chapter 10, and I can't remember what Chapter 10 is. Oh, now I do, now that Max has spoken about the music. Miss Y. Of course, she isn't a Mrs. No man can control this woman. This really is truly gripping stuff. What's going to happen next? Pretty good level. Damn! Just jump off the tallest building in the city. Why not? Them crazy motherfuckers. Anyway, to the concert. Do baseball. Do baseball. Oh my god, this is the level that plays where... I don't know, I don't even know how to explain that level in Streets of Rage 2. It's where you fight the Blanka clone from Street Fighter. How the hell did they get away with that back in the day? Copyright just wasn't a thing back then. So these guys, the new Donovans, they can catch your projectiles if you throw them. You can obviously... hit them like that, just swipe them, but you can't throw the melee, they will catch it. And they can also throw melee weapons themselves, so I like that because it's pretty late game by this stage, but they're still thinking of new enemies and new things to put into the mix. Personally, for me, I think the balance between old and new in this game is just right. I really don't have an issue. Rock on! This is one of the tougher fights in the game. It's hammer time! I think currently on Twitch.tv this game has like, I think it's 15,000 followers. And for the games, I don't know how much it costs for them to make this game. Obviously it's not a AAA game, but I wonder if they made a return on it. I wonder if it sold worse or better than they were hoping. Now you're seeing how vulgar these enemies really can be. Earlier on in the game, in Chapter 5, I think it was, when we fought them for the first time. They weren't that bad, but you better believe they are now. Holy shit. That push. Honestly, that push move boils my actual blood. Why did I need that turkey, though? Nice. Jonathan. Henry. I think something that I am definitely guilty of with this game, but it's definitely harder said than done, or easier said than done, is all the enemies in this game have moves which you can really avoid. It's just knowing when they're going to do that move and getting out of the way. Like, that was very hard to get out of the way just based on where I was positioned. But yeah, sometimes I can stand it in front of an enemy and take damage when really I should move back and perhaps pace and time myself more and position myself better. I'm in no rush here, really. Wow, that guy just came in like a motherfucking wrecking ball. That was bullshit. The thing is, with a wrecking ball here, it will always get me. When I'm using it, it will still get me. But overall, I think... What the fuck was that? Overall, I think it's more beneficial to use it than not use it. Rock on. Damn. Sometimes that wrecking ball can hit you when it's going really slow, you'd be surprised. Gotta be careful when you do a Miley Cyrus, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, extra life. Kubo. Wow. You fucking bastards. Just lost that life before I could use the turkey. Things were going well and now they're going absolutely shit. As you can probably tell, I've not used the star move at all during the levels, only on the bosses. If you're playing on normal difficulty and it's not a incredibly difficult boss, perhaps it might be better to use a star move at a particularly difficult part of a level. Perhaps. But I just haven't. And here is the boss. And we've got some shit 8-bit music that I don't care about. This guy's soundtrack is pretty good. It's not Streets of Rage 1 and 2 levels are good though. Now, playing as Cherry, this boss is going to be a lot easier than playing with maybe any other character at all, because she has the sprint attack and she's fast by default as it is, and when he changes from left and right, you can quickly get over there. And as we can see, during this fight, we are greeted by a blue and a red signal. Oh my lord. This is possibly the best gameplay I've delivered in this whole playthrough. You know, I like to balance the pretty decent with the absolutely downright terrible, ladies and gentlemen. As that boy racer outside on his bike goes about 100 miles per hour. Definitely over the speed limit. And I hope he was wearing a helmet. It'd be terrible if he crashed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stage 11 and 12 to come in the next video, and it will be the final video of my Streets of Rage 4 Cherry Let's Play. See you then.